In this video, we're gonna walk through exactly what end of sale means, why Salesforce is making this shift, what your real options are, and how to think about a migration the right way so you don't end up recreating the same problems in a new system. Let's start first with what end of sale actually means. End of sale does not mean Salesforce CPQ stops working tomorrow. If you're an existing customer, you can still continue to use the product and receive support. Your current processes won't suddenly break. But what it does mean is that Salesforce is no longer selling the product to new customers. And more importantly, they're no longer investing in it as a strategic project. You're not going to see meaningful new features, major enhancements, or a long-term innovation roadmap. Over time, that creates risk, and not just technical risk, operational risk. Your quote-to-cash process is one of your most critical parts of your business. So let's be honest, if the system behind it becomes stagnant, it can slow down your sales team, create friction in approvals, and make it harder to adapt as your pricing or packaging evolves. So why is Salesforce doing this? Salesforce is shifting its focus toward newer revenue platforms, particularly Revenue Cloud. That is where their product investment, development resources, and long-term strategy are going. From Salesforce's perspective, CPQ has served its purpose, and now they're moving customers towards a modern, unified revenue platform. The result is that Salesforce CPQ is effectively becoming a legacy product. It will still exist, but it's no longer where innovation is happening. So if you're currently using Salesforce CPQ, what are your options? There are really three paths most companies are considering right now. Option one, do nothing. You can stay on Salesforce CPQ and continue to use it as is. For some companies, this makes sense in the short term, especially if your current setup is stable and your business isn't changing rapidly. But the trade-off is that you're accepting long-term limitations. As your business grows or your pricing models evolve, you may find it harder to adapt. You may also run into increasing maintenance overhead, especially if your implementation is heavily customized. Option number two is to move to Salesforce Revenue Cloud. And this aligns with Salesforce's long-term direction, which can be appealing. You're staying within the Salesforce ecosystem and moving to a platform that they're already actively investing in. However, this path can come with significant complexity. In many cases, it's not a simple upgrade. It's a full rebuild of your CPQ processes. That means rethinking your product catalog, your pricing rules, approvals, integrations. It can involve long timelines, higher costs, and substantial internal effort from your team. For some organizations, that investment makes sense, but it's important to go into it with a clear understanding of the scope. Option number three is to move to a new CPQ solution. This is the path a lot of companies are actively exploring right now, especially those who have experienced challenges with Salesforce CPQ, whether it's performance issues, complexity, or difficulty maintaining their configuration over time. A modern CPQ solution can offer a more streamlined user experience, faster quote generation, and a simpler architecture that's easier to manage and extend. If you're evaluating alternatives, there are a few key things you should be looking for. First, is it native to Salesforce? If your sales team lives in Salesforce, don't you want a solution that works seamlessly within that environment without forcing users to jump between systems? Second, how fast can it be implemented? Long, drawn-out implementations can delay your ability to realize value and create disruption for your sales team. But you already know that, don't you? Third, how easy is it to maintain? You don't want to replace one complex system with another. Look for a solution that allows your team to make changes without heavy development or constant reliance on consultants. And finally, can it support your full quote to cash process? That includes not just quoting, but also subscriptions, renewals, amendments, and the full life cycle of your customer relationships. Now, one of the biggest mistakes we see companies make during this transition is treating it purely as a technical migration. They take their existing CPQ setup, all the complexity, all the workarounds, all the legacy decisions, and try to replace it into a new system. That's a missed opportunity. This moment is actually a chance to step back and rethink your entire quote to cash process. What's slowing down your sales team today? Where are approvals getting stuck? Which part of your configuration are overly complex or difficult to maintain? Where are your bottlenecks? By simplifying your product structure, streamlining your pricing logic, and removing unnecessary complexity, you can significantly improve your sales cycle and make your system much easier to manage going forward. That's exactly the approach we've taken with Kugamon. We've worked with teams that are migrating off Salesforce CPQ and are looking for something that stays fully native to Salesforce, but is also faster to implement and much easier to maintain over time. Instead of requiring a heavy, complex setup, Kugamon is designed to simplify the CPQ experience, reduce the need for custom development, and help sales teams generate accurate quotes, orders, invoices quickly to close deals efficiently. The goal isn't just to replace Salesforce CPQ, it's to improve the entire quote to cash process. If you're starting to evaluate your options, the most important thing you can do right now is get clarity on your current state and your future needs. What's working well today? What's not? What do you want your quoting process or order process to look like a year from now? We've put together resources to help you think through these questions and plan your next steps, because not all superheroes wear capes. You can check those out below, and if you want to see how Kugamon compares or talk through your specific situation, you can book a demo with our team. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to dive further into this topic, check out our similar videos below.